Now that being said, I'm not sure we're gonna get it. Okay. But I am going to at least try to get a copy here. Time for double X coins? Yeah, that too, right? Before Annie? Yep. Don't do it. You can't stop me. Oh shit, the Maid Altar run back. Yeah, I'm sure Maid Altar won't treat me terribly, right? It's not like she took me to the tune of 4,700 quartz on NA back in the day. I'm sure she'll be a lot nicer to me on JP. Are you running Gamba? I mean, you could, but it's I would run the Gamba just for NP1. You're gonna have to make it like a 60-second Gamba though. 4.7k? Yeah. 4.7k quartz. Not fun. Oh no, Cad took the bait. Did anyone doubt that I would? At least we have pity now? Yes. I just don't have enough quartz to hit pity. They put out the one banner that Cad can't turn away from, 100%. You have to save for Samurai Remnant Saber. What do you mean? Samurai Remnant Saber isn't going to be a thing until there's a collab. Like, it's just going to be way too far away. Do you have a catalyst for her summoning? Yes. I have plenty, chat. 4.7k dollars and someone would have called the police on you. Yeah. Chat, back in the day, I had my iTunes account locked twice due to overspending. How much are we betting that's next year's collab? It could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping they do like a strange fake one or something. Would ice cream work better? Perhaps. I have ice cream she can have. And the bank got after him too, right? No, it wasn't a bank issue. It was literally just iTunes. iTunes was, so we used to have a command on the channel that said, fuck you, Dave. Apologies to anyone named Dave. But it was basically, fuck you, Dave from iTunes. Because Dave from iTunes, the second time my account got locked, went in and tried to unlock it and ended up breaking my account, and I had to get, like, iTunes engineers involved. And this literally happened during the Lartoria banner. And you guys can imagine my first time ever rolling for Lartoria, my account getting locked, and just how pissed I was. OG Lartoria, my initial copy, took me 1890 quartz to get. It was not a pleasant or fun experience. And in the process, again, my account got perma-locked, and I had to start screaming my head off at people saying, if you don't get my account unlocked in the next couple days, I'm going to rip one of your heads off. Because basically, the banner has, you know, a limited time and was going to end up going away. And I was like, yeah, nope. And I was trying to make that clear to them. I'm just like, look, y'all ain't getting this money then. Like, take it or leave it. You fix it, or you get nothing. I've needed to call up iTunes to unlock it. It's not fun. Yeah. Now they have, on my account, they've basically put a like, hey, don't lock this account like measure on it. They made it so it'll never lock on me ever again, which is kind of freaking hilarious. Because I think they looked at it and they were like, huh. I see. That's why. They saw how much money was getting spent on it. My wife needs the money. Yeah. Typical Dave behavior, right? Hera knows what he did. Flagged, but in a good way? Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's flagged because they think it's like fraud or something like that, right? But it wasn't. Do not lock this account if you want a promotion, right? This account smells like gacha addict. I'm sure, you know, like back then, I'm sure they had some presence of mind that was a thing. Because like even before FGO chat, there was like Grand Blue and other games. So I'm not going to say that they weren't aware of that sort of thing. This customer knows what they were doing. Don't mess with the account, Dave. Yeah, literally. I don't know what Dave did. Dave tried to unlock it and ended up fucking it up. And that was the big issue. Also, Monty AWOL, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I didn't say anything earlier. Cad has the official whale seal? Yes. Like I said, I think a lot of people look at me and they go like, oh, Cad, you don't roll that much anymore. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I have most of everything that I want. It's like, I don't have to roll that often. It's not that I, like, lack the desire to. I remember watching that video of those rolls of what, Lartoria? Yeah, Lartoria does have like the scuffed ass OG rolls on the website, or sorry, on YouTube. You will not, however, find the Maid Altar rolls. Those got memory hold. I was so angry. I have no recording of them. Okay, what's your NP level of Maid? Uno. Right hand. Thank you for the follow. Also, I'm left-handed. Those are impossible to overturn because contacting Google is impossible. Yeah, I have no idea how it works with Google in that regard. Is 2024 NA going to be slow roll year for you aside from summer? Probably. There's just not really a lot of content coming out next year unless like NA changes the schedule somehow. So it's going to be really difficult to predict next year, I'd say, because there's too much like dead open time. They have too much freedom to move stuff. But as for my desire to roll, I have no idea. I think the Mount Nobu rolls were also rough. Yeah, and right before that, it was also Reigns that was rough. Reigns was 1860 for NP1, and Mount Nobu was over 2,000 quartz, and I just stopped because I didn't have her. And I said, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not doing that. Cad's gonna have his soul stolen by the bait banner? Probably. Thanksgiving banner is always a wild card for me personally. It is, but I don't know, for like someone like me, at least with my NA account, it's not too difficult because I have most of what I want already. It's more like that's why rolling a GSSR is difficult for me, is because I have so much. So it, like, I just go like, eh. I have a recording of the Maid Altar rolls? No, you don't. You might have a segment. They probably do exist. Oh, hello. It's that character. The Shufu. What about Bazette? Bazette, we had to go to pity. There's been several on JP that we had to go to pity on, which was really sad. My God, the pre-pity days were just evil. Yeah, it's why, and I've said this before, that people get really upset about the amount that pity is at, and I'm just like, at least it's there, right? Like some of us OG whales, we don't. Thank you, Plushie, appreciate it. But yeah, it's like we don't ever want to go back to those times or remember those times. Most of the people, the more they rolled, the more likely they were to have at least one instance where they got fucked. As many times as I've gotten fucked, chat, I've been lucky even more times. So that's what's interesting about it, right? It's just it's insane to me that it took them so long to get pity into the game. I got the whole stream, you got no clue. Oh, sweet, send it to me so I can upload it to YouTube then. Do it, you won't. The dark times? Yeah, literally. It just... I've seen people get absolutely destroyed. I've heard my fair share of horror stories even worse than mine, right? So, yeah, I don't envy people. Chat, here's a real ass kicker. Maid Altar wasn't the only unit that was bad. I told you it was 4,700 for Maid Altar NP5. That summer, I spent 8,000 quartz trying to get the units I wanted. So it wasn't just a singular instance of, oh man, that's kind of shit. What is this pity you speak of? It's where the game realizes that you just... Oh, hello. Finally a gold here. So that should be enough coins now for 120 XX. Feels good. I never had it this bad. It happens. Like I said, chat, you want to know the counterpoint to this? I had 8,000 quartz for that one summer, right? The rest of that year was also bad. The next year was the luckiest year that I've ever seen anyone have. Like, I straight up went on a tear just rolling everything. Like, the prior year, everything was above average. Everything I got screwed on. There was nothing I rolled that came in under. The next year, everything I rolled came in under. The only thing that year that wasn't bad, or sorry, wasn't good for me, was literally rolling NP4 of Okitan in about like 2,000 quartz, right? So that'd be pretty much, back in the day, that'd be pretty much average for around like NP5, but I only had NP4 in that time. And I stopped at NP4 and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna roll the 5th copy because the GSSR is coming after this, and I'm gonna roll that extra GSSR, and I might get Okitan in it. And if I get Okitan and I already had NP5 for her, then I'm just gonna regret that. And that's exactly what happened. So even my worst roll, I luck sacked my way out of it and still found a way into NP5. It was freaking hilarious. So yeah, that is the worst instance that I had in that year. Was your luck EX during the streak? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Unless you're talking about the stream streak. What year was the stream streak? Oh no, yeah, it was, because that was COVID. Both those things happened during COVID. My stream streak and the really ridiculous gacha rolls. People were at the point that they were screaming at me saying he can't keep getting away with it. There's just no way he's this lucky, and it just kept happening over and over and over again. And I had to keep reminding people and saying like, look, chat, remember last year? And so chat, I think you can assume that because the entire world went to shit during COVID, that it is probably because of me. I sucked all the luck out of the world for that year. Are you doing a prediction video for what servants you think will get buffs for 8th Annie JP? No, because good luck trying to predict that. Chat, I can sit there and go through the list of like, here's the units that should get a buff, and then they'll be like, haha, like another unit gets a buff that absolutely shouldn't. They'll be like, here's a Castoria buff, and you're like, what? So that's the problem that ends up happening. When was the rate up SSR improvement? Wait, what do you mean? You talking about where they changed the rate to be 0.8 instead of 0.7? Yeah, I think chat's right. I think that was Annie 4. Time for the trial, yes. Can the world suck? Pretty much. Like I said, I don't know why or how that happened. Limited SSR ticket for Annie 8. I don't think you'll see another SSR ticket, at least in the time being, because the one that we have, the one that we're getting right here with 6 Annie, that's a permanent ticket, chat. It never goes away. So every new player that starts the game has it. So they could give another, but they don't really need to give another. If they gave another, I'm going to tell you as well that it would probably... Honestly, and this is evil. Okay, chat, this is straight up evil. But one of the things that they could do, if they really wanted to gate it, Lock that shit behind story completion. Put that shit in ordeal call. People will scream, but they would have to play the game long enough to be able to get to it. Wish they'd give an SR ticket, to be honest. I mean, they gave one last year. I do hope they continue to give them. The SR tickets to me are actually important, despite what I think the devs think. I think the devs think, oh, we gave an SSR ticket, so no one cares about the SR. Or do you call one lock? Yeah, I mean, I think that would give ultimate incentive to actually complete the story, right? Like, people would scream because they'd get stuck at various parts leading up to that, but I do think that would be like, hey, yeah, if you get to this point in the story, you get an SSR. I think the downside would be people would rush to do it and they would potentially skip story at that point. And that's probably not what they want you to do. I love how evil that idea is. Can you tell that I'm able to think like a game dev sometimes, chat? It's smart. That's how you have to. The way to think about it, how like game devs approach things is they often have goals. They often have things that they want the player base to do, and so they will set things up in a way to incentivize or chastise you for doing it. And that's how you sort of curtail your community's impulses. If you put rewards behind something, people will complete it to go get that reward. But if the reward is not worth, then they're not going to complete it if the content is too annoying. We kind of see that actually with the Super Recollection quest. The only reward you really get for completing the Super Recos is the teapots, and that's not that big of a deal. So I think a lot of people just go, I'm not wasting an hour trying to solo this, or like, you know, sit there going, hey, I don't have like this whaley, like super Arjuna altar, super Melicent or something like that in order to be able to get through it. And they just go like, yeah, I don't care. I'm not spending that time. Think like a dev sometimes is a legit part of why I follow. I think a lot of players get too caught up in what they want, right? Like, chat, I want a buff for the saber faces, okay? But I think a lot of the time people don't put themselves in the dev's shoes and think that there may be a reason why they're not doing it. We don't know the reason. We can't see behind the veil, right? Like, we don't know what's behind the closed door that's making the devs act certain ways. Because for all you know, they may have other plans for the unit. They may have something else that they need to do in the interim that's taking up the time that they would need in order to develop a buff. You have no idea. So that's what I'm gonna say is, like, oftentimes players go, I'm angry, I want this, and they don't, you know, try to, you know, they don't try to basically stand for even a second in the other person's shoes. They don't try to understand the devs and what makes them think. Just give a 30-question multiple-choice test on the story before giving the SSR ticket. Okay, that's evil. That's evil. What was it? Didn't they do like a trivia for NA or something recently? And I was just like, holy shit, some of these questions are like crap that no one other than like people that are just insane bookworms would know. And I'm someone that really likes the story. I really like the lore behind it. But like, if you can ask like some random obscure thing from like, hey, back in London, this one NPC said this one line right specifically in this one chapter. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to remember that. Not unless it was an iconic line, right? Is tax evasion always tax evasion? Hold on. This is not a UFO table. Sorry, ufotable. I need to stop calling them that. No, it's ufotable. It's wrong. I need to start calling them a UFO table. God, I can't even. People have fucked me on the pronunciation of that name. For April Fools, yeah. People like to react instead of think. Story of the internet. Yeah, I agree with that, right? And everyone has an opinion and everyone thinks their opinion's great. When they don't realize that opinions are like butts, everyone has them and they stink. So, chat, your opinion sucks. So does mine. And like I said, chat, for every single prediction I can get right, I can get another one wrong. I'm not perfect either. I'm not a dev. I'm not someone working at LaSingle, so I'm just guessing to the best of my ability. But there's still, you know, instances where there's stuff I don't think about and stuff that I can't predict. Also, chat, these rolls are really bad now. Holy shit. We have only gotten the singular double X this entire time. Kat, how are you supposed to understand the themes if you don't remember everything? You know, there's a point where you have basic understanding and you just learn to apply it, right? But yeah, I think it becomes difficult. UFO table. I see. As far as I understand, it's UFO table. What color was the icing on the one donut on the table in the background behind Jekyll in section 4 of London? Right, it's like, dude, unless you actually go back and look at that, you're not gonna get that right. I'm down calling them UFO table. No, I mean, it actually is UFO table. Black Grail time, chat. Black Grails don't exist on JP, period. But Cad, you know everything? I do not. I wish I did. You know what? No, I don't wish I did. I feel like if I knew everything, I would be terrified. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know, right, chat? I went to pity for Durga. I feel that pain. What chapter in Node does LB Asterios appear? Yeah, see, like, I obviously know that he's in LB1. I do not remember which specific part. I would have a difficult time with that anytime. Okay, Beowulf. That's I can guarantee you that's not NP5 because this is my JP account, but still. They got phased out. I don't like you right now. Why would you say that? Blob D. Oh, thank you, Avalon. I'll take a look at it later. I don't have Beowulf for Heracles. Beowulf's really good with his one-shot damage. Like, for instance, there were people, myself included, who basically were using him to one-shot the King Protea CQ in the CCC rerun. It was actually really fun utilizing him for that, but yeah, it's outside of his one-shot damage, he kind of struggles. He does have a really good Star Soak skill, though. They basically ended up taking Lalter's middle skill and giving it to him and then just increasing the amount from, I think it's like 1,000 to 5,000 absorption. It's just perfectly solid. What the heck was that? I felt like the screen glitched there. Oh, who dares? Who dares put this on? Me. I dare put this on. Chat, is song request borked? Rod, thank you for the 5 months. How are you doing? Heracles dodged me on JP. I mean, I've seen people before that like live and die by Hercules, and they're like, oh man, I wouldn't have been able to do anything without Hercules. And I'm like, chat, my JP didn't use him at all. It didn't start with him, and it just easily managed to like go the entire way without it. So you could certainly play this game without Herc soloing everything. I think a lot of people just don't know of a better way, or they don't understand the mechanics to the game. I'm sure shocked we didn't get a buff for any of these saber faces here. I mean, I think like some of the saber faces needed it to varying degrees. I could make an argument for all of them to get it. Chat saw that, but I think like to me the one that didn't get it, that absolutely unequivocally should have, and is a travesty that they didn't, is literally Summer Okita. Like, she's got 4 demerits in her kit. They need to do something about it. Beowulf only got half an NP damage upgrade. What? Yeah, it happens sometimes. They understand that giving a unit a full NP damage upgrade will upset the status quo. Salter has a weird one in a good way, though. She's actually higher than average. You have Jack was another unit that got a half NP interlude. Vlad as well. So, like, there's been some really weird ones over time. Why? Of course. Of course. There you go, chat. Not my best one, but I must gurgle whenever he appears. Initial SR was Imia. I'm trying to remember who my initial SR on JP was. I'd have to go back and check. I do know that, again, like, I started with Martha on NA, and I was perfectly fine with that. I didn't have any issues. He loves you, Cad? Yeah, I'm just like, why am I getting gold berserkers? What the fuck is going on? Actually, I'd have to check. That might be MP2 Lancelot Berserker on my JP. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's actually probably a good upgrade for him. That one loaded for a while. Martha and Lancelot? Ooh, a double. Yeah, nowadays you can get doubles due to how they changed it, and it's kind of nice. Like, sorry, it's not that you can't get doubles, it's more likely to get doubles. You always could get a double. My favorite was hearing that people tried to, people were trying to like re-roll to get an SSR on their initial roll, and it's like, you can't. It's actually proven that you cannot get an SSR in the initial roll. Like, the only thing that you could do is you could go until you got more quartz to do another roll, and then try to roll and see if you got it. But that, I think the reset time on that was like some like half-hour runs in order to be able to do stuff like that. So it's like, dude, that takes forever. That's not worth it. If I'm not mistaken, mine was Carmilla. Carmilla was good back in the day, because like, if you guys remember, we didn't have that when the game started. We didn't have an SSR assassin in the game, and the best available assassins were Carmilla and Sathino. They were the only 4 stars. So it's like, yeah, starting the game with Carmilla meant that you didn't have to rely on the like 3-star and lower assassins as much, and you just actually had a decent option there. Oh, my first ever multi in FGO. Oh, double X. Very good. Even more coins. I'd have to check. I have no idea what I'm at, like, in terms of pins and stuff for her. But the more the merrier. I'd honestly rather have more double X coins than some of these spooks. How long did it take for Waver to spook you? On which server? On NA? NA, I was really lucky. Chat doesn't want to hear about my NA's early account. It's just gonna make them angry. Forana. I did hear. I heard about the announcement of Spice and Wolf. I watched Spice and Wolf back in the day when it came out. I thought it was a good anime. I was not like as obsessed with it as people were, but I definitely felt like it was a good, just like comfy anime. I'm happy to see it return. I will enjoy watching it when it comes out. Double X Chan Ayaya. I started the game with Daeon, probably the worst option for tutorial summon. Yeah, I think just due to the easy availability of units like Leonidas and what's his face, Georgios, that like you really didn't need to start the game with another tank because you had mash. Like everyone had mash, and being able to get some of the other ones easily just meant that like starting with Daeon was arguably the worst thing you could start with. Thoughts on Hollow? She's great. Stop getting double SSR. You make us look bad. I don't get double SSR. What are you talking about? Especially not on my JP account. Is great on VR? That's interesting. I've never heard anyone say that. Hey, there we go. Another gold orbs. Let's turn this shit around. Another foreigner. We got her. Anime skipped out on light novel content, so hopefully this time it'll be faithful. I mean, do you think maybe they'll add some of it back? It's been my favorite series for like 10 years. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest, I do not understand why some of these like really popular animes of the past, they didn't continue them. Like there have been some animes that I was like, oh dude, that was so good. Meanwhile, you see that these studios just keep like churning out anime after anime looking for like the next big hit, and they never really find them because they don't give the mangaka time to actually develop it. Yeah, there's no permanent foreigner, so the second I get a foreigner card, I know who it is. The anime was just marketing material. Oh, yeah, I mean, I think that's how it happens for a lot of them. They're marketing material for either the light novel or the visual novel or whatever, right? Yeah, I'm not saying they need to remake it. I'm just surprised they don't ever, like, revisit them and go like, hey, why don't we continue this? Why don't we give it a season 2? I wish they gave X-Arm another season. Damn. I didn't realize you were a masochist like that, Jay. Mixa is a permanent foreigner? Yeah, she's not in the gacha. No Game, No Life. Season 2 happened. I've seen a lot of people hope for that. Abby should be permanent? I can totally understand why they wouldn't want to make her permanent. Who's the mad lad who voted for Zephyr being smelly? Probably Zephyr. Cad, what shows did you finish the season? I'm one episode from finishing Dead Mountain Death Play. That's from that's literally written by Narita, the guy that does Strange Fake. I finished Gundam. I finished. Oh god, chat, you're asking me off the top of my head and my brain's going blank. Chat, throw shows at me. I'll tell you if I finished it. I'd love more Black Lagoon. Meow. Zero no Tsukaima, I think is the name of it. I watched the first season of that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I say I finished Gundam. Gundam does still have one more. Godless World. Ooh, I do think I need to finish that one. No, I didn't even finish the first episode of Oshinoko. Chat's gonna be angry at me. Sorry, chat. I did finish Hero is Dead. I did finish Hell's Paradise. I did not watch Demon Slayer this season. I'm definitely gonna be watching Jujutsu next season. What the fuck is with the berserkers, man? Beowulf, what are you doing? This is not your banner. Go away. Jesus. Thoughts on the One Piece live action? I cannot wait to watch it just to see the train wreck that it is. I don't have very high hopes for it, but I will say at least the casting seems okay so far. I'm not watching Ancient Magus Bride. I didn't watch the first season, so I've heard it's good, but I haven't. Have I seen Code Geass? Yes. I've seen all of Code Geass. He came by to say hi? No. He already said hi. He haunts every banner. Beowulf's actually a very rare spook for me. I don't normally see him. Cat, you need to skip episode 1 of Oshinoko. It isn't necessary. Man, I feel like people get angry at you for saying that, Sino. I do, like, the reason I stopped is I did not like that first episode. I knew where it was going. I had people spoil it for me. And I was just like, nope. And what actually made me stop watching it is I did not like the attitude of the quote-unquote main character. But I do know it takes a very different tone after that. Mashl's great. I hope Mashal gets season 2. I did finish the Konosuba spinoff. It was great too. Heavenly Delusions? No, I'm not. I think I watched like the first episode or 2 of Heavenly Delusions and I just was like, I'm not sure the show's for me. I did finish Vinland. I think a lot of people do not understand what makes Vinland great. It's still good. I understand that the pacing for this second season was really slow and drawn out though. So I understand people's criticisms of it. I'm gonna go reheat some leftover Chinese food. Do it. Do it, you won't. Any others, chat? Mashal Mango will finish this week? Oh, that's sad. I hope it keeps going eternally. It's a great show. Highly recommend Mashal, chat. 10 out of 10 anime. Especially if you like cream puffs. I just watched Tack Up Destiny. Yeah, that's the anime to the, I guess, gacha game someone was telling me about earlier. I still think Vinland season 1 is greater than season 2. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say is like I don't think a lot of people understand what they're doing in season 2. So many people were upset at Vinland. I was like, what? It's a dramatic change in tone. If you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you're gonna hate it. That's just how Vinland works. I think the entire season should have just been 6 episodes. I don't think they could have fit it all in 6, but I do think they could have fit it all in like 12, right? And then that would have been enough. I get it, just wasn't for me. And that's totally fine. Muscle magic is too OP. Yes. Reincarnated as the sword was in last year from now. So I could say I finished that. I did not finish. I don't think I ever watched that one, actually. I saw a couple of the isekai reincarnation ones the prior season, but I don't think that was one of them. Did you watch Golden Kamui? I've watched like the first 17 or so episodes of Golden Kamui, and I kind of just determined that I'm not sure that that one's for me. Like there's parts of it that I like. There's other parts of it where I'm like, holy shit, you're just sitting out in the middle of nowhere for long periods of time. Overly clueless as to the things that happen around us. I'm not gonna say that they make FGO's MC dumb so much as I think they just make FGO's MC like very disciplined, rather. What? As an old summer 5-star, see. Thank you, Burning. Very inconsistent. I think that happens, chat, whenever you have multiple writers too, right? Like you have different writers handling different parts of the story, and that naturally means that characterization fluctuates a little bit. As a what? I don't really watch anime much. I've been meaning to watch Gridman and Dyna Xenon for ages. Gridman was another one I wasn't really able to get into. I've seen people draw like so much like hot artwork of the characters, but I've not been able to really like. I don't know what it is about Gridman. Like I watched the first episode and I was just like, this is just not interesting at all. And normally I give anime 3 episodes, but for some reason I was so off-put by it that I didn't. I can't explain it, chat. Chat, we're running out of capability here. This banner hasn't been kind. It really hasn't. Lots of spooks, no 5-star. We're roughly like, I think we're somewhere in the like 430 quartz range. Wait, that's not right. 420, I guess. You only watch Gridman for Akane? I see. You mean Dinobots? Is that what it is? Waiting for Fate Redline to get animated. Fate Redline's coming out really slow though, Hayes. So like, I kind of hope they hold off on animating it for a while. Loading? Chat, it won't be loading because I already have a copy of Maid Alter. So you're not... loading does not mean it's Maid Alter. Berserker love? I know, I don't get it. Cat is making an offer to the gacha gods so any rolls go smoothly? Yes. I'm locked in Bleach 2nd season. I stopped watching Bleach. I stopped watching 1000 Year Blood War because the writing to me was just really bad. Like, there were just points where I was just like face palming at some of the stuff that was going on. I understand the fights are really epic and people are like really looking forward to some of it, but I did not feel like it was well written at all. Chat, you know what I want to see get a 2nd season? Skeleton Knight. I want that to get a 2nd season with Pelix singing it again. I'd wonder more about Summer 8. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. It gets worse? What, Skeleton Knight? What do you mean by it gets worse? I thought it was good in the first place. Or are you talking about Bleach? I don't know if there's like a big delay in chat or not. Pyre they've been calling Bankai, yeah. How about season 3 of Vinland? I'd be a-okay with it. I think the sad part is I think a lot of people have probably already made up their mind on Vinland. Season 2 of Drifters, as far as we know, we won't get season 2 of Drifters, which is sad. I was reading about that a while back. For which one, Gene? Bleach gets worse? Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm okay with it. I could let Bleach die at this point. I watched everything in Bleach all the way up until that point. I think the biggest issue in Naruto more than anything else was just all the stalling and padding that they did for it. Had to switch off low latency. Wait, did they like, oh God, let me go check my settings to make sure they haven't like turned something back on. Twitch does that sometimes. Man, these rolls are not going well for me, chat. Is that double? Let's go. Let's freaking go. Finally. Oh. Is stream lagging a bit? That's what I'm checking. I'm checking to see if my low latency mode is on. Have you done the memorial quest? No. Like I said, we're probably not going to do memorial quests until later because I got stuff to do, chat. For instance, these rolls. Freedom? What's freedom, chat? Made you work for that one? A double on JP? What? That has never happened to my JP. Not outside of like a GSSR. Holy shit. NP3, let's go. Oh, fuck you, Wizard Marshall. Oh my god. Chat is delayed like crazy, yeah. Oh, holy crap, man. We're doing it, chat. I called it, yeah. All right, chat. I gotta reload some more quartz. So give me a minute here. This is the thing. You got double arc? Did I get double arc? Did I? Yeah, you're right. No, I did. That's how I ended up with NP2. I forgot that happened. I have to switch app stores, so this process takes a hot second. Imagine complaining on a multi with a double SSR. Only because it's Wizard Marshall, chat. It's OK scope, right? Instead of actual K scope. NP5 madness? Yes. Oh, whoops. Wrong password. There we go. And then... Oh, come on. You're so close. Read it. I don't know why, but it's like fucking up right now. There we go. God, I hate typing on mobile. I understand that. Okay, now we got it into the account. Give it 1 second. It's always fucky when I first switch over. There we go. All right, chat, let's continue. This is a doozy right here. Goddamn. Goddamn. Double popsicle action. Let's go. That's sad. I didn't think that was okay. Man, I hate looking for some of these settings because Twitch has changed where they are over the years. We must stop, CAD? No, you will not. I'm told Destiny ended up like that because the director's SO had cancer. Wait, what? What? Would you reconsider for the who would you reconsider for the 4-star ticket? To me, 4-star tickets are either dire need or like rarities, right? Like I think if you have like all of your like waifus at NP5 on the banner, then it comes down to more like, hey, maybe go after like a story locked unit, someone that's kind of difficult to actually get. Because otherwise, I think it's actually kind of nutty in order to be able to do that. Like you have to wait for them to have a raid up, and they rarely get raid ups, and that's kind of why. Yeah, Salter's a really good pick, considering we know her banner availability has been rather rough over time. A lot of mystery surrounding Destiny production. Odd. Chat, I changed it to normal latency. And now I'm going to change it back, because I have no idea what the heck was going on. And hopefully that takes. How's Gundam Witch been? I heard it was ending soon. It's been really good. I don't know if there's going to be like a second part to it, right? Like this is the second core of season 1. It's been like, oh, a fax machine. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel and enjoy your emotes. Chat, can we get some love, some cheers, some waves? But no, I think Gundam Witch of the Mercury's been really solid. It's been a very well done, well written anime. But is Karna's buddy story locked? Who? Arjuna, Bhima, Duri, the Archer Arjuna. Arjuna is perm. Hello, Ern. Your mouse still matches your talking, so that's good. Yeah, I think there's just delays in like when you guys type stuff and then when I react to it. Like for instance, I can see all of you like took a while to react to me saying something there with the emotes, so it tells me that there's at least a little bit of a delay, and I have no idea why. It's probably on Twitch's end because I'm in low latency mode. I think there's a good mana prism CE coming in the near future that you can think of off the top of your head. Most of the ones that we're getting from here on out are like really mixed, so they're kind of difficult to really say like, hey, this is like really good compared to some of the old ones. If you value the FP that you get off of them, they're not bad. But I think for people that maybe are going like, I get a lot of FP from lottos, I don't care too much on a run per run basis. I think some people are going to look at that and go like, it's probably not worth. I do think with Grail casting, if you're free to play, that constantly using those Cs that give FP will help that some, but it is not going to totally offset your capability to actually gain the stuff. It's worth pulling for Archer Arteria. I got Kali in P2. Yeah, Squirtoria is really solid. She's single target compared to Durga. So Durga's AoE, and she's a really solid one. I actually went over her in the analysis that I did for her the other day. Her damage is good. Her refund numbers are good, so you can do a lot with her. But I think what's ultimately just really, really nice about Squirtoria is the fact that she has just got a really powerful heal, and she can drain the enemies of their NP. So if you loop, you still just get the ability to constantly deprive. Cad, which limited SR would you pick if you had the chance? Well, for my NA, it'd be Surfmo, because Surfmo is the only Saberface I don't have at NP5. Limited SR. The problem is most of the limited SRs that are hard to get are summer units, and I have most of them. So unless I were to take one that I hadn't gotten before, like, and most of those are people that I've avoided rolling for various reasons. Limited SR. I don't know. I feel like I'd have to see the list. I literally, my NA account has just about everything. Even my JP account, that would be somewhat difficult. I would have to really sit down and think about it. You have a video on how Grail casting works? Yes. And it also has a spreadsheet that tells you the sort of average amount of FP that you need per Grail. Highly recommend checking it out. It's a really, really good video. Current plan for rare prisms is to save up for CCC. Everything else can wait. Yeah, I think rare prisms, the way to think about them nowadays is to like go after the mystic codes that you really need at first, then go after the CEs that you want to get, like the plus bond and plus QPCs. From there, it's a lot more wide open, and it's up to you to determine which one of those things you need after that. Do you have Kijo Koyo? Yes, I do. I don't know if I have her on JP. That I'd have to check. Summer Nito. Actually, Coda, you might be dead on the money. I only have an NP1 of Summer Nito. Gold orbs again on my NA. She was part of that horrific summer. Ryder. Let's go, chat. NP4, we're doing it. Holy shit. This turned around in a hurry right now. God damn. So now we just need the last copy here. This has not been as bad as I thought. Currently missing 3 limited SR, and all of them are SAR. Yeah. Like, for instance, I don't have like Ibaraki Lancer because I knew I didn't need her. She doesn't really do anything truly unique. She's not my favorite character by any means. And I looked at her material costs and I just went like, holy shit. So there are, I'd say, some units that like I don't have by choice, not by like, oh, I couldn't get them, right? Are you shitting me? Double doubles, chat. Holy fuck. How? I'm like stunned at this point. Oh my god. So there you go, chat. That's NP5 of Maid Alter right off the bat there. Good lord. Catch JP is broken this year. Yeah. There's the reaction. Digi did call it. Oh man. But wait, there's more? Yeah. I'll take it. Get a triple? Oh man, I'd rather not. My JP doesn't get doubles? Hey, you can see it's due in, right? It's to compensate for the OG rolls. It is. That's a steal right there, chat. That is straight up a steal. Stream is dying though? No, it's perfectly fine. Now chat. I gotta mention something here. So yet again, another double. That's fucking insane. Okay? That is fucking insane. Hi, chat. How's it going? So we can check that one off the list, and we can check that one off the list. Oh man, that's gonna feel good. That is gonna feel good. Congrats, Cab, but also 1,000 curses on you. No, chat. I never get angry at you when you guys get lucky, right? You guys come here and you share your roles to me, and I'm always happy that you do. But again, like, be happy for me, and I will be happy for you. You've peaked? No, chat, I've had even more luck than this before. It's crazy, but it does happen. But that is... So, Let's go see the total here for what I got. I want to see my coins here real quick too. Beautiful. Beautiful, chat. Let's be reasonable, Cad. No. Gonna try for double 2 electric boogaloo. I'll take it. That is a... Oh. Hold on, chat. You can't see my password. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Run back successful. Yep. So I will take it. And then let's see on the coins on double X. So now I have 180. So yeah, that 180. I've got 3 more to do, so that would be 90 more. What bond level is she at? Yeah, she's only at bond 9, so there's still a lot of coins to get. So I probably have at least 90 coins remaining in that, and should be able to get myself another append out of her eventually. So that's good, because that way I can end up unlocking like either the extra or the all. And I don't remember what her all is. I don't think it's Berserker. I'd have to go check. But yeah, that means we accomplished 2 things. We end up getting Maid alter to NP5, and we end up getting double X, enough coins to 120 her. So feels good, man.